Hello everybody. So really fast, I would like to thank Kate Spade, New York for sponsoring today's video. I will explain all about that here in a sec. But for now, hello everybody. I am so excited for today's video because I think it's important every couple months to do just a very casual Q&A, see what you guys are curious about going on in my life because things are constantly changing so fast where sometimes I don't even know what's going on with my life. I'm also in South Carolina right now and I have been going to the beach a lot. I've been trying to lay out, attempt on actually tanning instead of just fake tanning. I thought it'd be fun to do a little get ready with me, answer your questions, drink some good coffee, which side note, South Carolina has some of the best coffee I think I've literally ever had in my life. So that is our plan. Let's head on over to Instagram, see the questions. I did a little Q&A story this morning. Cheers to being 8 a.m. Let's jump ahead here for a quick second and we will talk about some of my favorite Kate Spade New York items. So I know I'm jumping ahead here a little bit into the future, but I'm just too excited today to talk about Kate Spade New York and this amazing collection. Now, I have been a huge fan of Kate Spade New York for as long as I can remember. They were one of the first handbags that I ever owned. I think the brand as a whole is just extremely iconic and it's the perfect destination for all things handbags and accessories. Now, both the pieces that I'm holding here are part of the Spade Flower Jacquard collection. What I love about this collection is, first off, it's perfect for the summer and a beach day like I'm going to be going on. But they have everything from big tote bags that you can store a bunch of stuff in, or you got a little convenient crossbody right here like I'm going to be wearing that stores the perfect amount of stuff and is great for walking around and not wanting to carry anything too heavy. I love the print of both of these and I think the entire collection has so many cool pieces and you're sure to find the perfect bag or accessory for yourself. The cosmetic case right here is perfect for my makeup while I'm traveling because it's not too big so it fits in my suitcase with all my other stuff, and it also has this awesome little strap so you can dress this up or down and use it for so many different things. And I feel like they spice up any plain outfit. Like obviously I'm wearing a pretty simple outfit here, but I put on my bag and suddenly the outfit has come together quite perfectly. You can definitely find the perfect piece for you in this collection, and I think that's what's so awesome about it is how versatile it is and so many different pieces where you can find the piece that you're looking for or the one that fits for you. Now you can shop the entire Spade Flower Jacquard collection either in stores or on katespade.com, but I'm sure you're going to find the perfect item or accessory for you. Now that we are done with our intermission, let's head back over to get ready. The first question we're gonna go in with is one that I actually really want to talk about because I'm curious all your thoughts on it. I saw it as I was looking through and I just felt I had a lot to say on the subject. So the question was, do you believe in astrology? I think astrology is one of the most interesting and fascinating things out there, and I think there's so many unanswered questions and things about life that sometimes it can be cool, you know, to do research into something that could give explanation, something that could explain why certain people bond, why other people don't click. I know for me personally, I believe it to an extent. I don't know, I just feel like it would be too much of a coincidence for certain people in my life to all gravitate towards certain zodiac signs, and they're just people that I genuinely get along with, and then I feel like there's other signs, not that I don't get along with, because that's kind of a weird way to put it, but more you can see some traits that maybe you don't look for in people in your life. I don't know how to explain it, but I personally, as a Scorpio who gets a lot of, you know, not the best kind of opinions from the other people that believe in zodiacs and astrology, because Scorpios are known to be, I don't know, evil or malicious, which I would not say I am. I do think, though, that I fall under a Scorpio because there's a lot of other traits to being a Scorpio that I find very, very similar to me, which is things like being a perfectionist, being very, very like focused, and I don't know, I definitely think that good and bad there is traits that I can see in myself as a Scorpio. Some of my favorite signs I would say are Pisces. They're very, very, for the most part, from my experiences, very just kind and chill and not going to be too much or give off those bad vibes. I also think that Cancers are very, very kind people, and I've had a lot of those in my life that all have very similar traits of being very emotional and kind and very good at expressing appreciation towards you. I think as a Scorpio too, sometimes that's harder for me, and just as a person in general, I've kind of realized in past months that I can be very stubborn, but not just with like if I'm gonna do something or not, or if I want to win a fight or not. Stubborn as in I sometimes have a hard time showing that I maybe care. That kind of sounds really bad. What am I trying to say? Like sometimes, for example, if I don't feel someone is reaching out to me or giving me back the same energy that I would want, instead of being someone that would try and confront that issue maybe and like talk about it, I've noticed myself finding struggle with that and almost becoming stubborn where I want people to reach out to me first and show me that they care. And so whether it's just like a simple FaceTime call, I can be so stubborn where I refuse to FaceTime first. That sounds really bad. I'm just being honest because these are things that I'm trying to work on as I'm getting older and as I'm entering new relationship kinds in my life, I guess. I just think that I've realized that I've almost become very insecure about showing that I overly care or overly want to talk to someone, and I just think that can get really exhausting because it then makes you sit there and it's like if you want to talk to someone so bad and you're just sitting around in your bed, there's something to me that just simply won't allow me to be the one to reach out first. And I never used to be that way, and I think obviously I've had experiences that have made me that way. I don't know, I definitely, where am I even going with this? Am I okay? This was not the question. I think what I'm trying to say is that I definitely see myself with a lot of traits of a Scorpio, and I do very well with people that are emotional and very good at problem solving and helping me. And even at the end of the day, if everyone's opinion is going to be different, I think it's a fun thing to follow. I love reading my horoscope. I love just reading more about a Scorpio. I have so many different books on it. It's super interesting to me, and also seeing like which signs are compatible with Scorpios, whether it's a friendship or relationship. I just think it's all interesting, and you can read about it for hours, and it's very cool. Mental health update. Yeah, I think this is another question that I want to talk about because I've become very comfortable talking about that online and talking about my own anxiety, how I take medication for my anxiety, and how I've really overcome a lot of the anxieties that I used to have. I would most definitely say that I have seen such great progress on my end of really working to overcome a lot of the anxiety that I've had since I was little, and it takes a lot of work to sometimes figure out what's making you anxious and why it's continuing to happen. I feel at a very good place. Like I said, there's obviously still things that I'm learning about myself as I get older, whether it's those things like being a little bit too stubborn to show people that I care, talking about certain things. I don't know. I just think as for my actual anxiety and mental health as a whole, it's doing really well, and I'm at a very good place. I have finally learned to not sit and determine my self-worth and value off of a view on YouTube, a comment that I get, if someone does or doesn't like an Instagram picture. You know what I mean? Like that was something that I think during quarantine I was really hard on myself with, because all I really did or wanted to do was work, because I was just at home and I felt almost this pressure because there were so many different creators trying to be the most creative or the most busy, I guess, at that time of being at home, because everyone was at home, that I just got in a really toxic cycle when I was there of like waking up and just trying to come up with something and then not feeling like it was good enough. One of my favorite comments to see is things like, "You're my comfort YouTuber," or "Watching your videos just makes me feel so comfortable and happy," because that is ultimately my goal. I never want it to feel like you're walking away feeling bad, feeling sad, or just feeling not good. Like I always want it to be something where you can take something from one of my videos, whether it's an organization or just something else, and have like a positive experience from that. I think is ultimately my goal with making videos and the kind of videos that I do make. Each day is going to bring new struggles and ups and downs. Not every single day is going to be straight up. I have a lot of days that I feel very down, and when I do feel down, I really get down, which is something I'm working on. I let one little thing kind of dictate my whole day, and I can't do that because you have 86,000 some seconds in a day, and letting just a couple minutes of something bad happening affect that entire day just doesn't seem very smart, because we got one life and I'm only this young once. I'm only this at this point in my life once. Why sit around and let one thing completely ruin my day? Also, everything here is just so humid. I'm not used to this concept of drinks sweating, and I kind of really hate it, honestly. Okay, we're coming over here so I can do my eyebrows. The next question that I really like, because it's something I have personally been thinking a lot about recently, the question was, what makes you feel grateful? I think for starters, the number one thing that keeps me grounded and keeps me grateful is my family. They have taught me that no matter what it is that's happening in your life, or how successful or unsuccessful you are at anything, that being grateful for the things that you do have and the people that you have have is so important, and how you treat them is so important. So I think that constantly being around someone from my family, whether it's down at school when I had my sister, who's an extremely positive person and such a great impact on me with that, or my mom, who does and would do anything for me or anyone that she loves, which is such a special feeling to know that you have someone like that. She just wants ultimately the best for all of us, and she has just definitely raised us to appreciate everything and to never let things get to your head. Just being grateful for the family that I have really keeps me grounded, and the friends and relationships I have in my life I feel very blessed to have. Once you realize that not every day is promised and not every single thing in life is just guaranteed, you start to enjoy every little thing so much more. And I still work on that, especially when I let myself get in a bad mood over something small. But I think just once you realize that, you become very grateful for everything in your life. What is your favorite thing to do right now, like hobby? Well, just cracked my phone some more. That's awesome. I'm realizing that I'm kind of boring and I need to spice it up and have like that cool quirky hobby that I can talk about. I'm gonna work on that, and next Q&A I'll get back to you, because this is making me realize I need a hobby. Other than making videos and editing and doing like computer stuff, I need another hobby. Biggest pet peeve. I think that's an interesting one. My biggest pet peeve, and this is one that I don't know how many people will agree with, I hate background noise. Like if I'm in a car and trying to like talk to someone in the car, I can't have any music playing, I can't have any radio on. It needs to be silent, because my mind likes to then fixate on whatever song is playing or whatever's going on, and then I'm just sitting there not able to actually listen to whoever's talking or even listen to myself talk. Some people love background noise to kind of drown out like awkward silence or just enjoy having something on. I hate it, and it stresses me out, and that is definitely my biggest pet peeve, is when there's like music playing or something and I'm trying to talk. I think I'm almost done with my makeup. I feel like I didn't do a whole lot, but for a beach day, the whole thing is I just want it to be super natural, especially if I'm like going in the water. I don't want all this makeup flying off my face. Someone else asked me, are you still in a relationship? I am. Woohoo! Awesome. Cheers to that one. Someone asked me, how do you stay so confident? I definitely think that it's something I've worked on, but I would not say I'm the most confident person out there. But at the same time, it's important to constantly work towards loving yourself and loving every aspect to yourself, because at the end of the day, I am stuck being me for life. And if I'm not gonna love who I am and be appreciative of everything that I have, then what's the point, you know? I think also having a job where I'm constantly taking pictures of my face, videoing my face, videoing myself as a whole, the way I talk, everything I say, if I'm having a bad hair day, if I'm having just a bad day, a lot of that time is being filmed or recorded. And so I think it makes you almost harder on yourself, because then you're seeing yourself so much and you're able to focus in on things about yourself that you don't like necessarily. So I've really worked on not doing that, because for a while I like would refuse to film unless I felt that every like speck of hair on my face looked good, or if my eyebrows weren't combed out, it was like I'm not taking pictures or doing anything. And I don't know, I tried to work on that habit this year, especially because I think it's super important to be real and show that not every single moment am I going to have makeup on, am I going to have hair that's styled. It's a work in progress for everyone, and social media is such a big part of life nowadays, and there's so many ways to Facetune, Photoshop, do whatever it is where things aren't necessarily what they are in real life. So I think just not comparing yourself and learning to really just focus in and love those special things about yourself is very important, and it's something I'm also working on. Well, the makeup is done. I have my outfit here. So I'm thinking to wear my good old favorite sunglasses. Then I also just have this really cute black button-up kind of little beachy dress. Throw this on and I'll see you guys in a second. I'm back. Honestly, I feel like this little cover up is the perfect little beach fit, and I feel like the perfect accessory is my wallet on chain Kate Spade New York bag right here. I feel like this is just perfect little beach day vibes. So now that we are all ready to go here, I think it's time to head to the beach. I'll see you guys there. I'm back home now. I'm not in in the Carolinas anymore. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing a couple more live updates and just answering some random questions where I kind of popped off a little hard on some of them. It happens though. And huge thank you to Kate Spade New York for sponsoring today's video. I will have all the links for you guys down below. I love you all. I'm very excited for everything I filmed in the Carolinas, so stay tuned and I will see you guys soon.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.